Good morning. Ricardo here. It's all in your perspective. You know how you look at things. Some of you watch these videos and you think I'm a very negative person and always talking about negative things, but you have to have the proper perspective. Jesus told us to be watching for earthquakes, which are swarming in California. I made a post this morning on Facebook about the hundreds of earthquakes that are popping in Southern California. They're scared to death that the big one's fixing to happen. Well, the big one is fixing to happen. That's why I make these videos, trying to get people ready. And if you have the right perspective, you understand that these signs announce, preclude, warn the approach of the King of the universe. I've told you before that you can read Ezekiel chapter 1 and you can see the rapture. You can see how it's going to take place. God doesn't change. We change, but God doesn't. He had Ezekiel positioned. Ezekiel was watching. And he had him positioned so he could watch the opening of a portal, the doorway between God's dimension and our dimension. And he saw the light pour through it. And it looked like a whirlwind, like a hurricane up in the air. And then he saw God come flying through on his celestial vehicle. God has a UFO. And that's what they're all going to think it is. It's an alien invasion, but it's God. All of these signs, the earthquakes, pestilence, which is COVID-19, all the talk about electronic money, the Federal Reserve announcing that they have a virtual wallet for all Americans, and they're going to just do it. They're not asking you. The Federal Reserve has nothing to do with the government of the United States of America. And they're telling us that we're going to have to go to a cashless system. See, that gives you the strong indication of the Antichrist spirit. He don't care what you want. He's going to do what he wants. And see, God's allowing him and them to do it because that is his judgment. It's all on your perspective. You see, when I see all these signs, I'm looking for Jesus to come because that's what I want. If you want to stay on this planet and continue doing the things you've been doing, well, Jesus is going to let you do that, but you're not going to enjoy it anymore. It's going to be a nightmare. You have to have the proper perspective, and it has to be biblical, and it has to be through the guidance of the Holy Spirit so you can understand what's going on, and then you can look forward to the coming of Jesus Christ. It's the most exciting time in the history of the universe. More exciting than when Jesus walked the shores of the Galilee. But you got to want him to come, and you got to want to go with him. That's what this is all about. These signs are for the church, for the bride. The world, lost people, they're not watching these signs. They're getting ready to take over the world. They think they're going to rule and reign on planet Earth. And God is letting them have that idea because they're going to get a big surprise. And it starts with a bang. The big one is going to happen. And it's going to shake the entire planet. God's going to turn the world upside down, according to Isaiah chapter 24. So you got to get ready. You got to be watching and praying in order to be accounted worthy to escape. It's all in your perspective. And I pray this morning that you have the proper perspective and you're watching for Jesus to come and go marry him. What could be more exciting than to be the queen of the universe? God bless you.